Just about every chess player knows they need to do something every single game early on, but many chess players neglect to do this one thing so often because they see something, they see an attack or they see an opportunity until it's too late, and then they don't do it, and that is castling. Many chess players don't castle early enough, especially when you're playing with the white pieces, where you just don't castle. I know I do this often where I'm going to start castling, but I'm like, oh, I'm just going to make this one more move. I don't want to lose a tempo, and then it's too late. And so I'm going to try to play principled in this game as I play a 10-minute game. I'm rated 1132, and I am going to try to castle as early as I possibly can. So I'm going to be playing a opening that I've been playing for a little while, which is called the English opening, and it's basically c4, knight out, and then I fianchetto my g3 pawn, I move my g3 pawn, fianchetto, bring out my knight, and then I castle. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 moves in, I'm going to try to castle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get out my bishop first, get out my knight, and now I castle. So by move 5, I am now castled. It is so easy for me to, again, just to delay castling and not do it. But I am going to try to fight against that. Well, I did. I tried to fight against that. And so here I am. I am castled. I am developed for the most part on my king side, not on my queen side. And so I want to make sure I develop quickly as well. So one idea is I can go ahead and let's see. One idea is to push, do this. I think I'm going to need to do this regardless, just to get my pawn up here. And that way I can actually fianchetto here as well. I can either move my knight here or my knight here. I kind of actually like this. All right, so there's already a choice to be made here. The knight is now currently attacking this knight. And so the question is, do I want to, let's see, let me put my, all right. So the real question is, do I want to, if takes and then takes, I can't take back. So it would just be a trade. However, it would kind of mess with his pawn structure a little bit, because he would then have this isolated pawn, and it also would allow me to take this pawn up here. So now if he takes with the pawn, I'm good to just take this pawn over here, which is exactly what he did. So now I'm going to take here, and just like that, yeah, we're in pretty good shape. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my my bishop all the way back. I mean, his rook is not threatening anything. Now one thing is that this pawn is kind of blocked here because of my pawn chain, which means this guy is not doing a whole lot, right? So I think I'm going to just try to kick out this bishop. And if here, I'm just going to leave him alone. I'm not worried about it. All right, so let's do I want to go here and then here, or do I want to go here and then here? I kind of feel like, even though you're not supposed to put your knight out on the rim because a knight on the rim is dim, I am going to do this so that I can get over here, so that, potentially I can either grab one of these pawns. I mean, they're currently both being protected, but that is a possibility. Another possibility is actually just, and when I come here, potentially winning this pawn back, because I win, he takes. No, that's just kidding. I would actually just lose a piece if I did that. So I'm not going to do that. All right. Before I get ahead of myself, he is attacking this twice, and so therefore I need to guard it. So if I do this, if he comes in here, I could take back with the rook, and that's probably a good plan. So let's do that. So I'm up a pawn, and okay. Now, what is the play here? The play here is if I move here, he is still going to win this pawn back, and he's going to win this. So part of me is thinking I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that, well, let's see. Is there something I can do? I mean, I could just go here, and then if this, well, he's not going to do that. All right, let's think about this. If I go here, if he takes, I take back. He takes, I lose a rook, and it's check. That's not good. So the other option is I just come here. He takes the rook. I come back and grab the rook. Sorry, the bishop. And then when he takes, it's protected. So that's probably the best thing to do, and just accept the fact that I have lost a rook and be okay with that. So again, if his rook takes the pawn, I mean, now he's up by 1 point. However, I can win back this pawn here in a moment. And actually, let's see, he's thinking about doubling up. All right, so let's go ahead and win this back first. And now I'm thinking about taking here. So this, then this. I do need to bring my knight into the game now. So I just need to stay patient. I can't clear my throat. Excuse me. All right, so doing okay on time. We're both sitting around 6.5. I mean, he's got about 30, 40 seconds on me. Okay, so he is now thinking of this. One idea is, I mean, I could just go ahead and grab the free pawn while I'm here. That actually would not be the best play, because if I do that, he will then go here, which then, would be unfortunate. So let's first do this. And if this, then this, sure. Okay. That is not exactly what I was expecting, but that's okay. All right, I'm just gonna bring my knight back here. All right, so the real question is, well, let's think about it. If this, then probably this, and then this. Okay. Or do I want to go here, which then means he'll have to move his rook, right? So, but I don't know, it's a pretty good place for my bishop as well. Let's do that. Let's keep my pawn structure intact. And all right, so, and now I wonder if this isn't the right call, just to so another idea, I'm thinking of two things. All right, so one idea is I go queen here, take this pawn, drop, the bishop, and then bring my king in, my queen in. I'm gonna do that first. If rook here, then I'm just gonna take back with the rook. That's fine. If bishop here, I'm gonna do the in-between move of this first, and then this, and we'll see. I'm not doing a great job of protecting my pieces currently, especially this pawn. So I probably do need to make this move here soon, just to keep all my pieces protected. So hopefully, hopefully I'll be able to. Just really depends what he does here, man. So the other thing I'm looking at is this, which obviously is protected twice. So I mean, honestly, even 3 times. So nothing I can actually do there. All right, so let's do. What if I go here first? He's gonna just have to move this piece out of the way. I drop back, threatening mate. So let's start there. This is a little bit risky. This is very gambity, but we'll see. He's not technically up material right now. Okay, now that does change things. What did he take, a pawn? Okay, so he's not actually threatening mate right now currently, but let's think about this for a second. If this, what could he do? He can't go here. This is protected. Let's just come here for a second. This is very risky. I might about to be getting checkmated if I'm not missing something. All right, I imagine rook here. And if rook here, bishop here, queen would have to come up and take because I'm threatening mate in 1. I mean, the other thing, yeah, he can't come here. So this is super risky. He's up a pawn. He needs to either move this rook or protect it. And if he moves it, then actually I can just do this, and that's mate. If he comes and simply defends it, then I move here, in which case I'm threatening mate, and he would have to take, loses his queen. So this is a really, really risky position for both of us. I think that, everything rises and falls right here on this move. Okay, so we have this, and one thing I didn't think through is if that, then what? Yeah, man, that's a great move that I completely missed. Okay, so if this, well, okay, what about if this, then what? Or all right, if this, what can he do right now? He can't really take here. Let's just do it because we need to also watch time. I am afraid now of this. That is the one possible move he might make. I mean, I could offer to trade queens. I could come here, because then this and then this. If rook here, what will rook do? If rook comes here, I need to drop down. So I'll probably offer that trade here. Okay. That I did not see coming. However, I think he will lose on this one because Let's see. Check. Takes back. Takes. Comes up here. Let's do that. Check. We're down queens. I'm really thinking about, do I take? Or do I come here and give him a check? Because if this check, he has to move here. Let's think about this for a second. Check. He will have to go here or here. And if there, then takes and then takes. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? So let's just go ahead and give him a check first. And then I suppose he could move here. I did not think through that one completely. Let's do this. Actually, I don't think I want to do that. If I go here, he can just come here, which will essentially fork one of them. Well, fork me. He would essentially win one of my bishops. So I should have taken it the last time, because now he can just move here, or sorry, here. You know, the other thing that might happen is if he moves here, I would take, he would take back, and then I would lift. I would just come up. So I just have to be careful about the order in which I take right now. I do feel like he's going to do something like this, or how could he win material? Maybe just like this, and then takes. Because if he goes like this, and then, okay, interesting. And then this, well, it doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so here's an interesting idea. Let's block. We block now. He's not kind of pinned, but he is kind of pinned because he can only, well, I'm actually allowing his bishop to go. However, it is a revealed check. So I will win a rook. And I'm trying to think too, if he moves, because he can only move here right now. Right? All right. So he has to take back with the pawn. I win a pawn. Now I'm up by a pawn. And I could trade rooks right away, but also maybe it's better for me just to come here. And all right, that was, I'm pretty sure that was just a blundered pawn. So now that I'm up 2 pawns, I could consider this, then this, then this. I don't have enough time to do this, then this, then this, though. So let's start with this. He's going to go here. I'm going to come here. He's going to go here. I'm going to drop all the way back. Okay, he just gives me the freebie. And now that's check. I win a piece. And okay. I need to simply give him this check. All right, we both have 35 seconds. So can I convert here? What I really need to do is oh boy. Okay. So all right. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That was a big time blunder. Holy moly. Stink. That's very, very bad. Alright. This game is over. Now it is all about can I stay alive? Can I just simply not get flagged? This is not good. 4 seconds. Oh, he won on time. That blundered rook, though. That hurts. That stings. Oh, man. That, like, I almost can't even talk right now. That was so terrible. Okay, let's take a look. So, my middle game was no bueno. My end game felt actually even worse. My opening was great. All right, so 70% accuracy to his 71. So he outplayed me, except kind of he did. I had 6 mistakes. He had 2. I had 3 misses. He had 2. I had 1 blunder. He had 3. So very, very similar in how bad we both played. All right, so I did castle early. That was, what I wanted to do. And that was a mistake on his end. I did the right thing by taking. That was another mistake. So that allowed me to win a pawn. And that was a mistake. I was debating where I should go. Turns out I should have gone here. And the reason is because this is just a better, objectively better position for my knight. And I didn't do that. I went here, and then I parked it for a little while. And so that was really, really bad move. That was equally a bad move. And it didn't like that move. It instead wanted me to simply push this pawn. Okay. And it didn't like this either. It wanted me to come here. Probably because eventually I could have just come here, which is kind of threatening the same thing. And if this, then this. So it's a fork. This is like all right, let's just say, 101, right? Like, let's just say that I'm threatening 2 really serious things. I'm threatening to take, I'm threatening here. And a lot of people would have done something like this. This would have been, let's just say, okay, it's not allowing that. Oh yeah, he couldn't have done that. So this would have been an inaccuracy. Okay. And that does make sense. So I could have potentially captured, although I don't know, arguably, if that's even better or not, but that doesn't matter. So what I ended up doing was this, and that was just a blunder. That was my blunder, and it was a, holy moly, that was a 6-point blunder, which means that was a rook. Let's see what would have happened. Is that really what I would have done? So what they're saying might have happened. Let's go back to my blunder. Oh, that was his blunder. Let's go back to my blunder. All right, so what I actually should have done was just simply this is, no? Why is this a blunder? Because then this, and then this. I see. He would have lost this piece eventually because this, you know. So let's just say he did come here. Then I would have done this, and then maybe this, and that would have had me up 5 points. But instead, I missed it. So that was a nice little tactic that, if you're looking for that kind of stuff, see, because I couldn't take here. I only have one attacker, but it's pinned. But as soon as I come here and he comes up, now he can't move. He can't move it. If he does move, he is, I mean, that's going to be check. Yeah, I was going to say I have to guard this right here because the rook would come down. So trade, check. So it did like my check. It did not like this one. It wanted me to come here. And then this. That would have been just a pin. So that's interesting that they would have wanted that. And yeah, I mean, if this, that at least has me up by a pawn. And this is a nice move because if he takes, I take, and I have more material. I'm up 3 points. But anyways, there was lots of blunders happening here. That was a check, a reveal check, and that was a one piece. That was another free piece. That was a discovered attack to win me a bishop. I'm up here by 6 points. Are you freaking kidding me? And I cannot convert it. That's awful. So yeah, at this point, this is great. How could I have converted? I mean, I should have just done this, huh? No, because I would have still lost. This is what I should have done. And then this. And then this. But then this. That would have been a mistake. So double check. I feel like I might have still made that wrong decision. Anyways, that was my, I don't know why that wasn't a blunder. I just totally missed. I wasn't paying attention because I had 22 seconds here. So this is a time stress. This was not like a best calculation, obviously. And at this point, we're tied in material, but I couldn't convert because I just didn't have the time. And now I'm down a pawn. And at this point, it's just over. So I was trying to give him a check. He would have moved here. I would have probably come here. He would have probably come here, give me a check. And I'm not sure. Anyways, good game. Good game. Well, hey, castle early. And that way you can lose games like I did. Just kidding. Anyways, hey, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys next time.